Well, it goes back to what I like about Hammond. I guess there's been constants in Hammond. The Hammond Elementary School, the Hammond Stadium, the Lorne Road Park, the mill, the river, those things have all been constants. And some of the people, like Hammond seems to reinvent it. Like, back when I lived across the tracks in Hammond, there was several hundred lots down there that the municipality and other people owned that were undevelopable. There was no sewer there. So there was a sense of community, and it's still there. And I was concerned when they developed, brought all those lots on stream and built on them, that we're going to lose something here, but they haven't. It's enhanced it really. Took time. It's going through an evolution now, but you know some of the people. That Hammond Neighbors, or whatever it's called, the Facebook site, that sort of thing, it keeps it, it's a community together. What happens to one happens to everybody. And they care about each other. Family, atmosphere, affordability, large lots where you can actually have room to park a camper on your property without the bylaw enforcement officer giving you a ticket. So you can have a garden, and it's a marvelous place, family-oriented, pretty much family-oriented, and there's no tiny town, Albion tiny town type lots down there.
Because nobody had a vehicle until the latter part of the 40s, your whole life centered around Hammond. Well, because it was a small mill town, I think the special thing about it now, in my 77 years, is it's a bit of a little enclave off the main highway. I think Hammond's got a great deal of potential in terms of a really nice, safe, secure residential area. And the mill's been around for 100 years now. I don't know how much longer it can last, but if that ever left, it would probably be one of the prime pieces of real estate in Maple Ridge, as far as I'm concerned, anyway.
A great little community, and it had all the things we needed. A community center and everything was needed. It was right there. You didn't have to go far. I mean, we only came to Haney to go to the show. But I don't know. I liked the train. I liked the mill. I just liked it. Yeah, it was a good town. Well, I think the fact that it's very much like it's never got out of its little industrial, I guess you'd call it an industrial community, once that mill built up, and they ran 3 shifts a day. You know, they had the day shift and in the afternoon and a night shift. And I think knowing that mill was there, having men come home from the war, younger men, and sharing properties with their parents, and you'll see that if you walk through Hammond, you'll see the family house and then a smaller house beside it. The fact that some of them have still left the fruit trees intact from the older properties. The layout has never changed. The roads, the fact that we saved Latvala Lane from going down the tube.
The quiet ruralness to it. We're in the city, so to speak, but we're away from the city, and it has that very pleasant community living as it was then, and it still really is now. It's just a few more people, that's the only difference. Yeah. The quiet living and the fact that we're away from it all, so to speak, but we're 10 minutes away from it, and we're able to be on our own, and yet we take a 10-minute drive. We can do whatever we want to do. We can shop wherever we want. We can buy things wherever we want to be. And events are all happening around us, but right in the city itself, it's so quiet, it's so peaceful, and it's kind of a nice place to live.
I don't know what it is, but you know, when people from Hammond get together, they stand and talk, and you know, at some of these teas and that, it's very good. Good feeling.
It's just that the house, I grew up in a house that my father had built, and now my daughter and her family are living in it, and I just feel so good about that area being the same, because so many people go back to their roots and their house is gone, or there's a subdivision there, and so to me, just having that beautiful house still around And my daughter, she designed or figured out what colors to paint it, and brought out this, it's called dental molding. I didn't even know it was there because we always painted it, you know, one color near the top and another lighter color, and then a darker the same darker color on the bottom. And nobody, like not the wainscoting, the dental molding was sort of buried in there. And then when they repainted it, they brought out all the details of the house and just brought it to life, really. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's just a lovely looking place right now. I say it has character. It's like I said, my old neighborhood, if it was put back in time, would look pretty well exactly the same. And just the character of it and the friendliness of the people. Like, I grew up there, and then Dave and I lived there for about 7 years after we got married. And I had neighbors that had children. We were so comfortable. I could walk a block and visit a neighbor with children, and it was just very friendly or family friendly, and it always has been to me.
Well, I think it was all the young guys, all the guys, people I met, very, very friendly all the time.
You knew all your neighbors. It was friendly. I loved going to the ball games up there in the summertime, and I loved going sleigh riding on the golf course in the wintertime. I dragged my sleigh up there, and I just hoped and prayed it would snow so that we could do that. And you knew everybody. People visited and had tea together. My mother was always having people over for tea and going to their place for tea, and you'd go along.
I think it is what I would say about it. It was a lovely little town that you knew most of the people.
Like I say, the camaraderie, that community spirit to go back now and look at. Things haven't changed, you know, it's still in old houses. My old house is still alive. It always seemed like it was bigger. And everybody shared everything. Like I wore the hand-me-downs from the Charltons up the street. Bobby Charlton, he was a couple of years older. And my hand-me-downs went to my brother. And after that, they went to somebody else that had a kid, or if there was too much, they always, you know, went across the street to the Jones boys or something. They had kids all around my age, and everybody just made things work. That was the way things were in Hammond. I don't know if they were like that in other places, but everybody looked after everybody. There was nobody was bad.
On my bike, riding my bike with my friends. I have lots of friends around my neighborhood. Playing with my friends at school. Lots of fun activities.
People are very nice in Hammond neighborhood.
Well, people are nice, the friends are good. That there's so many things to do. That there's lots of kind people. People are very friendly and caring. Well, a lot of your friends live in the Hammond neighborhood, and like everyone you know. There's lots of nature all around.
My favorite part is that I know everybody at the school, and I have lots of friends here.
Well, everyone's really nice, and they treat you for who you are, and there's a lot of great activities.
There's lots of good friends.